For decades, Fred Rogers was one of the most beloved figures in American television. As the gentle, kind-hearted host of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, he shaped generations of children with his simple yet powerful messages about kindness, empathy, and self-worth. But long after the cameras stopped rolling, and even after his passing, a mysterious discovery inside his old office has given fans chills. When Fred Rogers' locked drawer was finally opened, what was found inside revealed a side of him that very few people ever knew, a deeply emotional message that continues to touch hearts around the world. Fred Rogers was known for his calm voice, trademark sweaters, and quiet sincerity. He wasn't just an entertainer, he was a counselor, a friend, and a spiritual guide disguised as a children's TV host. Behind the scenes, he was meticulous about everything. His scripts, his set, even the toys and puppets used in his show. Every detail was crafted with purpose. So, when a longtime staff member at the Fred Rogers Center stumbled upon a small locked drawer in his old desk years after his death, curiosity naturally took over. What could Fred Rogers have kept so carefully hidden? Inside the drawer, among old scripts and photographs, was a single envelope, yellowed with age, neatly sealed, and marked in Fred's gentle handwriting. The letter inside wasn't addressed to anyone in particular, but as those who read it soon realized, it was meant for everyone. In it, Fred had written about his fears, his faith, and his hopes for the people he had spent his life speaking to, the children who grew up watching him, and the adults they had become. The contents of the letter were hauntingly beautiful. In his soft, thoughtful words, Rogers admitted that even he struggled with feelings of doubt and sadness. He wrote that despite being a symbol of peace and positivity, he often worried he wasn't doing enough, that perhaps his message of kindness would be forgotten in a world that seemed to grow colder every year. If only people knew, he wrote, that love isn't a performance. It's a practice. Those words, now widely shared online, have resonated deeply with millions, but there was one part of the letter that gave readers chills. Fred ended his message by writing, "If you are reading this, then I am no longer there to say it myself. But please, never stop being kind. The greatest thing you'll ever do is to help someone else feel that they are loved and that they matter." For those who worked with him, it felt like Fred was still speaking to the world, even from beyond the grave. His compassion, humility, and wisdom were eternal. The discovery of the letter reignited public admiration for Rogers, reminding everyone of how rare he truly was. Unlike many television personalities, Fred never saw fame as an achievement. To him, it was a tool to do good. He often spent hours responding to fan letters personally, comforting children who had lost parents, or encouraging adults struggling with self-doubt. Every interaction mattered to him, and that sincerity is what made Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood a timeless piece of American culture. In the years since the letter's discovery, it has become a symbol of hope in dark times. Fans from all over the world have visited the Fred Rogers Center in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, to see replicas of the letter and pay tribute to the man who made them feel safe and valued. Even younger generations, who never saw the original show when it aired, are now discovering his message through documentaries and social media, and finding comfort in his timeless wisdom. Fred Rogers' legacy is more than just television history, it's a lesson in humanity. The contents of that locked drawer weren't chilling because they were dark or disturbing. They were chilling because of their raw honesty and emotional truth. They reminded the world that even the kindest souls carry their own quiet pain, and that empathy is what keeps us connected. So, when they opened Fred Rogers' locked drawer and read that letter, they didn't just find a message, they found his spirit, still whispering the same simple truth he shared all his life. There's only one you in this wonderful world. Be kind to yourself and to everyone you meet.